but it's only the second home event men's golf's ever had, actually, so kind of a unique thing for us, and we had it kind of fall into our lap, that we were asked at the beginning of the year if we'd host RMAC too. Of course, the answer was yes. Play at Tirado, very fortunate to be there. It's a good course for us. The guys play it well generally. It's usually a really solid venue for us to have some things. They've done a great job in preparation for it. The Rocky Mountain Open Board has stepped up and helped co-sponsor the tournament, so everything's kind of fallen into place for that one. The guys are all playing really well right now. We have to abstain from playing for the week prior to by rule, but prior to that we've had a lot of guys carding some subpar numbers and stuff, and so the team looks pretty good. Fortunate part is we've got a couple of solid seniors right now, one sitting right next to me, Trevor McKune, and then Garrett Harrison, who came on board this year. We got a couple of solid sophomores, and Grant Olinger and Brett Trance, who are playing really well as well. So having the four of them sure makes the lineup look really good right now. It's just a matter of finding who that fifth person's going to be, and we've got several different players who can step in. You know, we got a redshirt freshman, Trey Lambert, who could maybe do it. We got a walk-on junior, Jay Hudak, who might be doing it. It might be a Connor Smith, he's the one with the hip problem. So we have a lot of depth, which is a good thing. We haven't really had that in a couple years I've been here. So the tournament's setting up really well with the depth that we have, and the guys who are basically already started, we've got some good leadership and guys who play the course really well. So hopefully it'll work out in our favor. We could use a really solid finish. So.
Yeah, it is, because what the last time was probably when I was junior in high school or something, they had it out at Bridges, I think, is where they hosted it. So this is the first time it's actually been here in Goshen. But I think, you know, I'm excited, we're all excited. We all know the course really well, so we're excited to, you know, hopefully finish first or second, you know, up there. I mean, we should. We all play well at that course, so we're all looking forward to it. I don't think there's really any different preparation. It's all the same. There might be a different mindset with some guys. You know, some guys might feel more pressure, but you know, as being a senior, it's kind of my job to help them out with having the same mindset no matter where you go, where you play. Because you know, it's golf, and golf happens. You make big numbers, you make small numbers. It doesn't really matter. You just got to kind of keep the same mindset wherever you're playing. So, I think it's more of a good thing. You know, as much as we played the course, we know the certain areas where you can hit it, where you can't hit it, the certain southeast of the greens, you know, the different kinds of breaks. You know, the monument has a big factor at Tirado, you know, because everything breaks usually away from the monument, so it kind of helps to know those kind of things, so we have sort of an advantage.
I think to dovetail off of what he was saying, for me it's nice because we get to set up the course the way we want, and knowing the players as well as we do it and having them play as much as they have, you do get a little bit of that home course feel that you can set it up where the guys want. So I've actually spent the last few days working with the guys, asking them, what would you like to see this set up as? What's going to benefit us more than anybody else? And they've actually given me a couple of really good suggestions, so it's nice to be able to go and work with the course and really set up certain tee boxes and certain pin positions and things that we want, that we like, that really benefits us, that might be real subtle to other teams that they may not really know. You know, like Trevor was saying, there's a lot of home course built into that, and they get one practice round. You're not going to learn everything that Tirado has to offer and the things that it hides, if you will, in one round. Where our guys have played it countless times, and I mean, he's been here for 4 years, and he's played it 100 plus times. You kind of get to know it real well, and to get to your point about is it pressure or is it an advantage, I think it's a little of both, but the job that I have, and I think it falls a little on him as well, is to make sure that everybody's loose. If we can keep relaxed, and I've said it over and over again, and I truly believe it, if we just be ourselves, we're a great team. It's when we get out, we get tighter, we start playing differently than we do in qualifying or practice rounds. If we play like we just normally go out and play, we are a really hard team to beat. There's a lot of talent on this team, and it's really good. And so, him, I think he goes to tournaments and it's just like suited up anywhere, you go play golf. But to get some of the sophomores used to it and to feel comfortable with that kind of falls on both of us. And he does a great job when we're out doing practice rounds. He really does take the guys under his wing and make sure that they understand what's going on and what they really are trying to accomplish, and just kind of how to prep and how to attack a golf course. And he does such a good job with that I don't have to do much with it. I said earlier today, my job is a whole lot easier because of him. He does a lot of my responsibilities, and it's nice to have that now. And the nice part is when he's done at the end of the year, the guys behind him are going to know how to do it too. Now we've got this leadership established, and they can just kind of follow in his footsteps and kind of figure out how to do it. I think so. I think the guys are well, I'd hate to say they're a little angry, but there might be a little chip on their shoulder. They want to do well here. I mean, and who doesn't? You want to defend your home territory. And I've talked to the guys about this too, and there are little psychological things that you can do that, whether another team notices it or not, it's a proven fact. If you show up earlier than everybody else, it's your course and they see you there, it's in their head whether they want it to or not. This is our home course. This is not your course. You're not coming here to stop on our territory. This is where we live. This is, it's the kind of the protect our house type deal. Not that it's any kind of violence or we can play any sort of defense really, but everybody who comes here needs to know this is where we work. This is where our office is, not yours. You come in here, you're a guest, and this is our home. So, and it can be a little intimidating. I know when we go to other teams' home courses, it may not seem like it that much, but when you're walking in and you see logos and signs and the kids are all there and their entire team's there versus just 5 guys traveling, and we'll have 11 guys out there representing, and it looks semi-intimidating. At least as intimidating as you can make golf. So I think it's good. I think the guys do have that pride. They want to represent here, especially in town. I think, even though he's going to be gone next year, I think the guys would love to host every year. And if we do a good job putting this tournament together, I don't see why we can't. Put something together for invitationals every year. This was kind of a good blessing for us.